the San Francisco 49ers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. For the Packers and Niners, this, of course, a rematch of the NFC Championship game from a year ago. And that game belonged to the 49ers. You might remember Raheem Mostert. Boy, he really made a name for himself in that one. 220 yards on the ground, 4 touchdowns. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass. So that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Packers 7, 49ers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 39, Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's going to go deep for Funchess. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
The left side throw complete to Adams. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down.
Packer first down.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Rodgers again now. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
On the throwaway. It's 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 43.
19 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Up to make the tackle, J.C. Jackson.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 41, Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
Now Mack. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 35.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run with Mack. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carrier.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 25. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains, didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. They'll run the screen with Mack. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo keeping it himself from a yard out. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in.
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Going to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Rodgers. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And a short gain down to about the 33. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A gain of 2 on the play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Rodgers now on 1st down. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Touchdown, Packers.
Rodgers pass.
Devin Funchess, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And now Garoppolo lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
at the 49ers 5-yard.
On second down, it's Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And this is 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Green Bay.
Aaron Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Score Packers 21, 49ers 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted by the Packers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
At the 19-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. Looking deep for Adams. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now it's Rodgers. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen.
You go backwards.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Who the fuck is he throwing it to?
It's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here,
who did you throw that
with the
to?
football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marlon Mack, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
This ain't a block. This hit the hole and left.
The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty is Jones. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
God!
Left side by Funches.
What they talking about? Don't let me play, Baker.
Deep into San Francisco territory. It's a big play that time.
Don't let me play, Baker. It's all right.
Yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
And this is 3rd down.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he gets it to Funches complete. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Why are you still in the game if you're tired?
They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Why is he
scrimmage again, the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. To throw is Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jay Sternberger, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time.
I ain't see that nigga on my team, well. When he said Grunt, I was like, oh, yes. Ain't no fucking Grunt on this team. What Grunt got? Shit, I need... gone in there in my ass.
As you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Garoppolo now. He completes this one to Mack. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got it. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Thought he was over here. Not after the first year. What year is this, 2?
Rodgers now on 1st down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Packers.
They get it to Funchess on the jet sweep, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 40.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
Yeah.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
They put
And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 13, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 14-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go right back to Mack. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
51, Mike 51.
And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Garoppolo able to get this complete to Ayuk. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On second down now, it's Mack, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Joshua Jackson there to knock that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Slam. 21.
They'll run it. It's Mack. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, first down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
10. It was on 1 minute left. But Joe tries. Okay. Oh, shit.
From the 5, 2nd and 4.
Pop his head.
He'll tuck it and run. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. They'll run it with Mack. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got a touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Maybe low-key cheating sometimes.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure.
Final score, Packers 28, 49ers 21.
Kick it and go, kick it and go. Step on, spin, move, in zones, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Step on, spin, move, in zones, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap.